We do try and be creative because I'm sure we're dealing with smaller companies in the UK, a smaller distributor here. We've got to be creative. We were up against these huge companies, Nestle, Dowgbers, and we've got to be creative. We've got to be flexible.
But there is so much to take in that beginning bit. You know, you've got to get your shipping right, you've got to get your communication right and things. But that's very hard to link together. But with the planning, you can. And that planning is also bringing that team together to plan.
I think it's also very true to say that an existing business model that functions well in this country may not necessarily work in another country.
I had a company who worked in the domestic market, and their product wasn't seen as the most prestigious one, but by doing the correct research and answering a need in a different market, was able to position themselves as a superior product. Each country has got their own ways of doing things, and the French in particular like to do opposite to everybody else.
I'm glad you said that.
You did. We do love the Brits. You just don't like us.
Try and avoid metaphors. Try and avoid local sporting things to your own society, because people go, what? It's one of the worst things when I read a book and somebody starts going on about baseball, about which I know nothing. And I go, I don't know, I can't understand your story. So always try and keep it simple and straightforward.
However, the worst thing you can do is give somebody a target which is unattainable. The best thing to do is agree a target that they will attain, and therefore they will be incentivised to keep going.
There tends to be also a breakup of the distribution, and so people want a very high margin because they have a very small customer base.
If your product is jam, have you translated the word jam and looked what comes up in different countries throughout the world?
We have a financial model which encourages people to pay up front, so that makes it much more sustainable than maybe other businesses where you're selling goods and that sort of thing.
Excuse me for 1 minute, do you mind if I just borrow your pen? I'll give it you back in 2 minutes. That's 12 words too many for an American. So you really need to think about being clear, confident and concise in your sales pitch.
I believe that Export Savvy allows you to stand on the shoulders of giants, if you like. It allows you to get tips and tricks of people who have been out there to all these different marketplaces, so that you don't go out there and spend lots of time, effort, money trying to get your business in a place where it just isn't going to work.